What's going on? We live and direct, baby. What's the deal, pickle? It's everything kosher. Happy Juneteenth to everybody, man. My black folks, man. Happy Juneteenth, y'all. Sitting in here, feeling good, feeling great for the most part. Um, wanted to go live and see if everybody was around or anybody had time to listen. If you got time to listen, I appreciate it. If you're listening to me, I appreciate you even more because you could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me right now. You feel me? So we're gonna talk about ring culture in the NBA. And what's going on, Black Mall? What's the word, man? How you feeling? We're gonna talk about ring culture in the NBA. Is it toxic? Is it a great thing? Basically, is it toxic? That's the question that is looming, right? LeBron James has his podcast that he does, and he was talking about ring culture sitting with Steve Nash. And you know, ring culture drives sports debate shows. Sports debate shows became popular, I want to say, in the early 2000s when Cold Pizza was first set into stone. Um, we saw Skip Bayless sitting with Woody Page. He would sit with the Two Live Stews. He would sit with Jay Crawford, Dana Jacobson, and they would talk about sports and all of that. And ring culture drives a lot of sport. Like, really, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Ring culture really drives NBA discussion more than any other sport, in my opinion. Um, I really don't think, I don't think people understand what LeBron was saying, because he didn't say rings don't matter. He didn't say rings. He didn't devalue the ring at all. You know what I'm saying? When I heard him, it sounded like he was simply stating that he doesn't understand the denigrating of certain players who don't win championships because it's a team sport, right? He was like, basically, he said championships. He didn't say championships didn't mean anything at all. He said a lack of rings shouldn't devalue anybody's greatness. A lack of rings shouldn't devalue all-time greats. Because it's a lot of dudes that are great players who never won a championship. Never won, right? I know a dude now who gets all the praise in the world who never got out the first round. I'm going to keep singing that to the highest of heavens, right? You feel me? And then, I know other players who might have won less and get trashed. So it's like people have their picks and chooses. You feel me? When it comes to ring culture. Um, you know, and to me, I think ring, like the conversation around rings to me, I think it's inconsistent because on one end, rings matter the most. But then you got dudes who got more rings than one player, and then they hold that other player in another high regard. Hey, look, I'm beating a dead horse with Matt. Always an R and Go conversation, do the ring, Brian is why he in the conversation. Yes, rings matter for sure. I'm not letting it go, Kid Car. Not letting it go. Um, Nobody devalues all-time greats except this generation of play. I disagree, Jerry. Do you know how many players sit here and say, I heard Dennis Rodman out of his own mouth say LeBron James would be a regular player during his era? That is the value in an all-time great player, Jared Hills, and that's an old head saying that. So it's not just the younger generation doing that. A lot of the older players say that these players ain't nothing. And I'm sitting here like Giannis Antetokounmpo getting 50 in certain eras. I'm not going to even say 50. He going to get 30, 40 on certain dudes. That's almost 50 still. You feel me? Like, you know what I mean? So it's just like, what? No, I'm not leaving Tracy McGrady alone. I'm not leaving him alone because that is blow my man. Like, he's a great player, but do you know how many people I know hate LeBron James but love Tracy McGrady? And I'll be like, how? Like, no disrespect. You can like certain players' game. I'm not saying that. But if you gonna say LeBron ain't nothing but Tracy McGrady high on the totem pole, how we doing it? How? How? You feel me? And I watched Matt his whole career. Dennis Rodman said he would lock up LeBron because he has no moves. And Dennis Rodman is a bold-faced lie, Jerry. He's a bold-faced lie. He's not quicker than LeBron. He's not stronger than LeBron. Only thing he can do better than LeBron James is rebound and hard foul. That's it. He can rebound better than LeBron James and hard foul. That's it. He not finna stay in front of him. He not. That just ain't gonna happen. He just hard foul him out the air. That's about it. So, if they said, now, you know I'm talking about Kid Carr. Like I said, Mac was a terrific scorer, but you know what I'm saying. Yeah, defender. Yeah, defend. But other than that, he ain't standing in front of LeBron. Hell no. I just don't see that. If LeBron first step is too explosive for Dennis Rodman. He not finna. So for him to say that though, I'm just like, yeah. So I feel like it goes both ways. I feel like older generation of players denigrate the younger talent. All them boys wouldn't have been on nothing. Yada yada yada. I'd be like, what? So that leads to younger generation disrespecting the older generation. It's a back and forth. But basically, I don't think LeBron James was really saying rings don't matter. He knows it matters for sure. He knows it matters. That's why he left Cleveland the first time. Because people was trashing him because he didn't have a ring by year 7. And he knew if I don't get no ring, they're going to say I'm not nice with it. They're going to say I'm not that great if I don't get a ring. It don't matter how much I go crazy, how many numbers I put up, all of that. They're going to say I'm not that nice if I don't go get a ring. And he knew Cleveland was never going to get a co-star for him to get him over the top. So he left. You feel me? So I think my team about to win a championship tonight, man. They should. They should, though. It said the ring argument is a cop-out for their favorite player to get propped up over another player who has less rings. Okay, to make it to the NBA. I bet you guys Pep did the best player ever, which is why they of course. I think in any professional sport, you have to have a certain belief in yourself that you the shit. And ain't nobody messing with you on any level. You have to, right? But what I'm saying is that, and I agree with Blue Bolt. He say the ring argument is a cop-out for their favorite player to get propped up to another player who has less rings. Bill Russell and Kobe are great, but they are not on Wilt or LeBron level of complete dominance. Now, again, because Wilt Chamberlain only got 2 championships, right? He only got 2. You feel me? Now, as a matter of fact, Blue Ball, and I'm gonna take it beyond that, because this is my example of ring culture being inconsistent, right? People will tell y'all, hold on, people will tell y'all, Kobe Bryant, the second greatest player in the NBA history, by far. When Kareem Abdul-Jabbar got more rings than Kobe, he got more finals MVPs than Kobe, he got more league MVPs than Kobe, he has an all-time scoring record and all of that. So if we talking about the ring, what has that happening? How is Kobe getting the number 2 over Kareem over Cap? If it's about the rings, look at the rings. Look at the rings. Y'all say LeBron can't be better than Kobe because 5-4, right? Then how the hell is Kobe Bryant better than Kareem Abdul-Jabbar when it's 6-5? How? And Cap got more. And Cap got more Finals MVPs than him. All of that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like the ring culture is inconsistent at times, right? Because then you'll say Tim Duncan ain't nowhere in Kobe's stratosphere when Tim got 5 just like Kobe do. Y'all say Kobe way better than Tim, and Tim got 5 too. You see what I'm saying? So it's like the ring culture, it gets weird. It's very inconsistent when people discuss these things. You feel what I'm saying? And I heard if ring culture is everything. Now this is what this is what I heard. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. The older generation, they were saying Michael Jordan was the best to ever do it when he only had 2 rings, 2 of them mugs. That's what I heard. He was already getting looked at as the GOAT with 2 championships. You feel me? And Magic had 5, Bird had 3. You know what I'm saying? Isaiah Zeke had 2 already. So I think there is inconsistencies in these conversations that that comes about. Then you'll have certain talent. Then you'll have certain talent that what could get overlooked. You'll have, and again, Shaq be playing. Shaq be playing when he be talking to Charles Barkley, but he will always tell Charles, "You never won nothing, so you don't know nothing." Charles Barkley was a league MVP, playing the 4 spot at 6'4", playing power 4. That is crazy. It's hard to do. That is extremely hard to do, man. Like, seriously, this is extremely hard to play the 4 spot at 6'4". Like, that is very hard to do. He didn't win a championship. No, he didn't. But he's an all-time great player. He really is. And like I said, Shaq be playing when he be saying it. But then you'll have younger people that really don't know that it be like, oh man, Chuck ain't win nothing. It's like, man, do you know how great he was though? Even to like the John Stocktons, right? Stockton was never the most athletic. He wasn't the quickest. He was tough. He was a great, great defender. He's an all-time leader in steals, all-time leading assist man, but he never won. So it's like, you got some people that are gonna be like, is he really that great? Is he really that great? You feel me? Then let's talk about the inconsistency of ring culture. Jerry West got 1 ring and got like 7 losses in the NBA Finals, right? He the logo though, and Jerry West get praised for that. He the logo, and he get praised. Everybody be like, yo, he one of the ones. He like 1-7 in the NBA Finals. You know what I mean? Hey, hold on, JJ. You say you can't be great and not have a ring. So Allen Iverson not great, JJ? Allen Iverson is not great. Bubba Chuck not great. We can't do that. We can't do that, man. Nah, we don't gotta have no conversation, Calvin. Cause Calvin, how many times Steph Curry was Finals MVP? 1 time, Calvin. How many times? How many? Like, let's be for real though. Let's be for real. How many times it's been 2 times when they won? Steph Curry wasn't even the best player on the Golden State Warriors, Calvin. Every time a LeBron James team went to the finals, he was the best player in them championships. He was. LeBron James is a 20-time All-NBA player. How many, and a 6-time All-Defensive player. How many times is Wardell Curry on an All-Defensive team? How many times has Wardell Curry been an All-NBA player? How many times has Wardell Curry been an All-Star? LeBron James is a 21-time All-Star, Calvin. It doesn't, no. See how that ring talk get? No. Hey, man, you say you can't allow McGrady slander? Hey, man, we're going to talk about McGrady, man. Y'all, I'm finna hurt people's feelings today. Was McGrady better than Vince Carter? I don't know. I'm being real with y'all. Vince Carter got more All-Star nods than Mac. He got 1 more. I don't know if he was better than Vince, to be real with y'all. He can hoop without question. LeBron James is a better overall player than Kobe Bean Bryant Blackmall. It just Jason Kidd got more. I think Jason Kidd got more. How many defensive teams he got compared to Kobe? And some of them defensive teams Kobe got was due to reputation. Because them later defensive selections, I remember watching Cole. Cole was not moving as fast as he was before. His lateral quickness depleted. But what I'm saying is Tracy McGrady better than Vincent Lamar Carter? I don't think so. Now, y'all gonna say, yeah, I don't think he better than Vincent Lamar Carter. I'm gonna ask y'all the question. No, he not. Hold on. Tim said Tim is the only player with more than Cole. I bet. Now, again, Cole, how many league MVPs Cole got? How many he got? Calvin. Is Vince Carter better than Mac? I'm taking a dude that got out the first round, G. I'm taking a dude that got out the first round consistently. I'm just telling y'all that. Vince was better than him. Right. Okay. That Steve Nash getting two, whatever. Right. What I'm saying is most Pantheon great players got at least 3 league MVPs. Black Mom. Most of them. Most Pantheon great players got at least 3 of them. 3 of them. 3. Now, okay. Now, who got 3 league MVPs? All right, we get LeBron James out the way. Larry Bird got 3. All right, get him out the way. Magic Johnson, I think, got 3. You get him out the way. All right. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, I think Cap got like 6 of them motherfuckers. Get him out the way. Michael Jordan got 5. Get him out the way. Right? Now, Duncan got 2. Right? Cool. I don't know if we didn't get him because of politics. Y'all say that all the time. If you give him the only time I would give him the league MVP is that year he got 2. I give him that one that Steve Nash got. That's 2 of them. What other year y'all got Cole winning league MVP? What other year? I swear to God, bro. Let LeBron James got 1 league MVP and 2 finals MVPs. They is clowning LeBron James. He got that. He got 1 league MVP and 2 finals MVP. Y'all finna be like, he wasn't even the best player on his own team. Y'all would not give him the out either if Shaq was his teammate. Y'all wouldn't say, well, Bron played with Shaq. You feel me? Okay, that's 2. That's 2, right? Now I said most Pantheon great players got 3 of them joints. 3. Right? 3, at least 3. At least 3 years where they say, damn, you was better than everybody, head and shoulders above everybody. So y'all got me 2 years where y'all can give Bean the league MVP. What other years was he league MVP to y'all? I'm just asking. Because I know for damn sure when them first 3 years of the Lakers winning the championship. Because y'all know, I don't think Pantheon, that's the word. You know that's my word right there. Kobe wasn't the best player on the Lakers till 2003? 2003 or 2004. One of them years. I think he became best player in like 04. He was the best player on the Lakers for sure. I'm trying to think. Would I give him 03? I know them first 3 years he wasn't the best player on the LA Lakers. I know that. So that I know. And I ain't never seen them get a second best player on the team league MVP. You see what I'm saying? And look. Kobe was the best player in the West the whole time Lil Wayne had his run. What was Lil Wayne run from to y'all? What was Wayne run to y'all? Right. Okay. 06. But right. He balled out 2006. But y'all know they don't give dudes the league MVP if they team not that good. And the team was not good in 06. In 06. I think Bron, I think older Bron would have won with that championship roster. Yes. Not young Bron. No. No. Older Bron, yes. I do believe he would have won with Pau Gasol. Older Bron, yes. Not young Bron, though. No. Didn't he blow a 3-1 lead in 06 or was that 05? 06. Cole blew the 3-1 lead in 06 against the Phoenix Suns. That was 06. Kobe was the best in 04. Yes, he was the best player in 04. Yes. 2004, Kobe was the best player on the LA Lakers. Yes, he was the best player on the LA Lakers in 2004. Yes. Yes. But also, I think Kobe shot a little too much. And it dug them in a hole in that series. Because Tayshaun Prince was not going. And I think it kind of dug them in a hole. Chris Paul should have won MVP the year Kobe won. Now that was a conversation. You had people feeling like Chris Paul should have won. In my opinion, I think Cole won. I think that was Cole's. But it was close, though. It was a close battle. It came down to him and Chris Paul that year. I remember that vividly. That was my freshman year of high school. So it was like a toss-up. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Tayshaun Prince was playing phenomenal defense on Cole. Phenomenal. Tayshaun had them long arms, man. If Bron would have had that post game that he has now, 08, 09, probably would have got a ring not left. Yeah, well, I don't think Bron had enough to beat Boston in 08, 09, truthfully, Kid Carr. I don't think he had enough to beat them boys. I watched Bron put up 47 and still lose against them. He had 47. Paul Pierce had 45. I remember this. I don't think he had enough to really get past the Boston Celtics, man. Unfortunately. They couldn't space the floor and Karl Malone was injured. Karl was injured, yeah. They still should have beat the Pistons, though. JJ, on paper, they should have beat them boys. The Pistons weren't scared of them. They played great defense. Chauncey Billups hit big shots. Rip Hamilton hit big shots. Yeah. Paul Pierce is a phenomenal. Paul get a bad rap for crazy stuff that he says. But I remember when Paul Pierce officially became the truth. When Shaq gave him that nickname. I remember that. For real. Yeah, I'm with you, know it all. I'm with you. Black Mall, y'all got to stop saying that. Once you go up 3-1, you done already won 3 games already. It don't matter. You already just showed it don't matter who on your team. You got 3 wins against them. You go up 3-1, you got to get that other win. All that Phoenix was the better team. You won 3 games with the team, with the roster you got. I can see if y'all was down 3-0. But you won 3 games already. That is a blemish. If you go up 3-1, you just showed you can beat them boys. But you let them win 3 games in a row on y'all. And they beat y'all. So that do go against him. You feel me? Yeah. It's first or 4, Black Mall. But you know what I'm talking. When you got 3 wins already, you just showed you can beat them boys. Don't do that, Black Mall. Don't do that. I'm not gonna let you do that. If LeBron James went up 3-1 against them boys, you would not let him get that out. I'm not gonna let you do that over here. If LeBron James went up 3-1 against the Phoenix Suns and he lost 3 games in a row, you would never let him hit the end of that. You would say, "Oh, he ain't no killer. He ain't no killer." And I watched Cole in that game. That last game, he just stopped shooting. So I say that to say they could have beat the Phoenix Suns that year. Even they could have beat the Phoenix Suns. They should have beat them. They was already up 3-1. And I watched the Lakers lose 3 games in a row. And I was like, what the hell? Everybody thought the series was over with. Everybody thought it. I was in basketball camp that summer. Yeah. I even killed Steph for doing that. Right. So that's what I'm saying. He had enough to win. blackball because he just showed he could beat them boys 3 times. And he beat them already 3 times. So on paper, it didn't look good for them on paper. I agree with you on that. On paper, that matchup against the Phoenix Suns did not look good. But Kobe and Lamar Odom got them, they had them to 3 wins already. So you gotta finish that out, man. You gotta finish that out. You go up 3-1, it don't matter how good the other team is. You didn't won 3 already. You know what I'm saying? On paper, the Lakers were not supposed to be competitive with them. I agree. However, they won 3 games. So once you get them 3 wins, it's like, what the hell? Let's get it cracking. You said 07 to 2011, 2001. That's 10 seasons. That's trash for LeBron. No debate. Trash? Nah. Because I can easily go to years where Kobe didn't win. Y'all gonna say that's trash for him? 07, he got to the NBA Finals in his 4th season. When his second best player on his team is what? Zydrunas Ilgauskas? And don't come on here talking about Zydrunas Ilgauskas was nice, because he was not. He was all right. Big Z made 2 All-Star teams. The first All-Star team Big Z made, Bron wasn't even on the Cavs. The second time he made the All-Star team, it was in like LeBron's 2nd year. And Big Z was making All-Star teams in the East by default because it wasn't really too many dominant bigs in the East, like dominant, like putting up offensive numbers. The bigs in the East, it wasn't too many of them that was putting up offensive crazy numbers. He said Bron was trash in 2007, 2011. What? And that boy won 2 league MVPs in them years. You know what I'm saying? Nah, listen. No. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. One win shouldn't swing it. Like, listen, I hear you. You got to get it done. You got to get it done. If y'all don't do that, Black Mall, because if LeBron James would have lost that series, y'all would never say, well, one win changed the momentum. You got dudes still clowning him because he lost to the 07, because he lost to the San Antonio Spurs in 2007. When all they had was Bron, Big Z, who else? Boobie Gibson. And Boobie wasn't on nothing. By the time Bron left, we showed y'all Boobie wasn't really on nothing for real. Boobie really got paid off that game when he went for like 46 or 40 something, when he kept hitting them threes. You feel me? But like, yeah, LVZ, what's the word, boss? Yeah, man. Said Kobe 5-2 with less talent than LeBron in a tougher conference. Nah. Them first 3 rings, Kobe Bryant had a ton of that. He had Shaquille O'Neal running with him. The most dominant player the league has ever seen. If y'all my age, Shaquille O'Neal was the most physically dominating player we had ever seen in our life. For real. And Larry Hughes in 07, Larry Hughes getting like 15 a game. Larry best years is in Washington. In Washington, Larry averaged 22 points and like 2 steals a game in Washington. Larry was like, he averaged like 15 a game. Larry. We had Larry. So yeah, okay, Larry, and postseason Larry Hughes is really not that good. I remember the postseason. Kobe had Kyrie, Wade, Love, Bosh, Ray Allen. He would have. Don't put Ray Allen in there. First of all, Ray Allen, when Ray Allen came to when he came to the Miami Heat, Ray Allen was on his last leg. He hit an amazing shot. But that was not the same Ray Allen that the Boston Celtics got in them early years. That was not the same Ray Allen from the Milwaukee Bucks putting the ball on the floor, taking it to the cup, dunking on people. That was not the same Ray Allen that was in Seattle Supersonics team. So we're not finna put Ray Allen in the mix of that. Don't do that. No. But Dwayne Wade for them first 2 years, absolutely. D-Wade was phenomenal. Kyrie Irving, phenomenal. But again, Kobe played with Shaquille O'Neal, bro. Shaquille O'Neal. I don't think y'all know who Shaquille. Oh, when I say Shaquille, I gotta grit my teeth. Shaquille O'Neal. No. Booby dropped 40 something against the Detroit Pistons, and that was the last time Booby got off. And that's when the Lakers. That's when Bron them beat Detroit. Booby had one game where he put up 40 something, and he got paid off of that. And ask me what Booby Gibson do after that. He married Keisha Cole, and it was I should have cheated on from there. So we ain't gonna act like Booby was a killer. Booby Gibson was never a killer. If Booby Gibson was a killer, god damn it, shit, Wally Zerbiak was is a Mount Rushmore talent. You feel me? Like, come on, man. Like, let's be for real, man. Boo. Y'all keep saying if Kobe had this, that, and the third. Kobe played with Shaquille O'Neal, Joe. What? No, Shaquille O'Neal is three players in one, JJ Genius. I don't think you know who Shaquille O'Neal was. Who it wasn't nothing you could do but pray against Shaq. Pray and foul him. That's it. Kobe, it was teams, I promise y'all. Shaq was so dominant, players was just stocking up on big men just to foul him. In free agency, teams was just trying to get a whole bunch of big men just so they can pray they can have a chance. Pray to have a chance. I'm not finna let y'all do that. Shaquille O'Neal is not one player. If you watch every ring they won, then you know who Shaquille O'Neal was. He was that man. And Black Maul, as out of shape as Shaq was, he was the best player on them teams. As out of shape as he was, it was still nothing you could do with him, Black Maul. It was nothing. I don't care how out of shape he was, because Kobe fans love to bring up he was out of shape. Yada, yada, yada. Out of shape, in shape, it was nothing you could do with him. The dude was faster. He was faster than all the bigs. He was stronger than all of them. His first step was explosive. It was nothing you could do but wish upon a star and pray. I remember that. He was the only one I liked on the LA Lakers. I hated the Lakers growing up. Only one I liked was Shaquille O'Neal because he had the gregarious personality and he was really fun-loving. That's all. He the only one I liked. I didn't like Rick Fox ass. I didn't like Devin George old bum ass either. I didn't like Derek Fisher, and I knew I didn't like him. He turned out to be Mr. Steal Your Girl. So I knew I ain't like him. I didn't like him for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Bro, Black Maul. And Black Maul. You think Kobe didn't lean on Shaq too? You don't think he did? Shaq be saying a lot of stuff to keep himself ingratiated with the Lakers fan base. Yes, they needed each other. But you don't think Kobe Bryant leaned on Shaquille O'Neal? You don't think he did? Yeah, man. I'm telling you right now. Shaquille O'Neal was nothing you could do. We're not finna change this conversation about that. Shaq O'Neal, who's stopping him? Nobody. Nobody. Y'all watched it. Y'all seen it. It was nobody stopping Shaquille O'Neal. None. Especially in his prime years. It was nothing you could do. Shaq was putting up 50 as a big, bro. Like, what? He the last big to do that. He the last real big for like what? What? It was nothing you could do. I remember watching it. He got a picture against the New Jersey Nets. He dunked on 3 players at one time. No, I'm not making it seem like Kobe was just a part of the ride. Kobe was a phenomenal player. But when y'all say stuff like, if Shaq would have had Chris Bosh, if he would have had Dwayne Wade, if Kobe would have had Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, Kobe had Shaquille O'Neal, dog. That is a cheat code within itself. Now, Kobe had the ball with him. I'm not saying Kobe was an outstanding player, exceptional player, just like LeBron James was. But he didn't have Kyrie Irving. He didn't have Chris Bosh for them first 3 or Dwayne Wade. But he had the equivalent in Shaquille O'Neal. I'm trying to tell y'all. Shaq was the equivalent at that time where nothing you could do. You feel me? It was nothing you could do. And anybody that's a Lakers fan would tell y'all that. Yes, he played more years and he got more rings with Shaquille O'Neal. at the end of this discussion. He got Shaquille O'Neal, Orlando. Let me tell you, Orlando Shaq wasn't even fair. Orlando Shaq was taking a ball from coast to coast. What? You know what I'm saying? You feel me? No, again, Kobe balled out. When Shaq left, he won 2 championships. That is great. But what I don't like when y'all say if Kobe would have had this person and that person like LeBron had. He had Shaquille O'Neal, y'all. We not finna do that and act like Shaquille was just some afterthought. Shaquille O'Neal was a top 3 player at minimum. Top 2. You feel me? No. Shaq was not at his best in Orlando. No, he not. Shaq Prime came in LA. He was not at his best in Orlando. He was a dog in Orlando. His best years was not in Orlando, Black Mall. His best years was in LA. That's why he won league MVP in LA. Because his best years was in LA. That's why. We're not finna do that. See, y'all be trying to act like oh, LA Shaq wasn't on shit. So y'all can get Kobe there. I'm not finna let y'all do that. Y'all be wanting Kobe to get all the glory, so y'all be like, LA Shaq wasn't all that. No. Or LA Shaq was better than Orlando Shaq. Orlando Shaq was quicker and more, he could be more explosive. But again, in LA, what? How long? Bron had a stretch of no help. And in Cleveland, when he started with the Cleveland Cavaliers, he had all the help in the world, JJ. Don't do that, JJ. I don't do that. Don't do that. From 03 to 09, the best player that came to the Cleveland Cavaliers was Antawn Jamison. Antawn Jamison was the best player to come to the Cleveland Cavaliers from 2003 to 2009. Don't do that. Antawn Jamison was the best pickup that the Cleveland Cavaliers made from 03 to 09. Like, man, I know what all he know what he talking about. Shaq in the early 2000s. We not finna do that, man. I watched that, man. It like Shaq still was putting up numbers on the 04 Pistons. And Big Ben was doing his very best to contain Shaq, and he still was going crazy. What? Yeah, right. Mo was solid, but this Mo problem. Every time Mo Williams, every time they got to the playoffs, Mo would shoot 5 for 16, 5 for 17. He'll shoot 6 for 16. Mo would do that consistently in the playoffs. Consistently. You feel me? Mo he was an all-star for one season with LeBron James. But Mo, every time they got to the playoffs, Mo always was just inconsistent. Now Dirk Nowitzki, yes. Now Dirk probably got the best ring. He probably got the best road to a ring I have ever witnessed with my own 2 eyes. Dirk Nowitzki run to a ring because he swept the LA Lakers the year after the Lakers won the championship. He swept Kobe now. Who did he beat? Did he beat San Antonio that year? And then I know he ended up beating the Miami Heat after they went down 2-0 and Bron froze. Yeah, whenever Mo and them got to the biggest, Bron played in the weak conference, they had a team with the same man playing the same weak conference. Bro, JJ, LeBron James had to play a big 3. And again, Antawn Jamison was the second best player on that roster. He wasn't going to be KG and Ray Allen and Paul Pierce. The Cavs messed up letting Boozer leave. Yeah, the Cavs they didn't want to pay Carlos Boozer. Carlos went to Utah. Well, I don't know how well that would have worked. Well, I mean, Carlos Boozer was a pick and roll player. So you could have put him in the pick and roll with LeBron at the point. So yeah, Kobe beat that big 3. Kobe beat that big 3. Well, who else? Well, who did he have? Pau Gasol. Pau Gasol, don't act, he was not Zydrunas Ilgauskas by no stretch. Pau Gasol was an inside presence. He had Andrew Bynum, another inside presence to rim protect. Okay. He had Lamar Odom on the roster, 6th man of the year. So we not finna act like it was just cold against, like, don't come on, man. So Pau Gasol was better than any other co-star LeBron James had from 03 to 09. Pau Gasol was better than any co-star LeBron James had from 2003 to 2009. Pau Gasol was better than all LeBron James co-stars. We're not doing that. Now, DeJuan Wagner having them issues, yes, I do believe that affected that. And Pau Gasol was an all-star in a Memphis Grizzlies uniform. That is a fact, KJ. He was an all-star in a Memphis Grizzlies uniform. And yes, Ron Artest hit them big shots. Kobe was actually 6 for 24, I think, in that game 7. I think it was 6 for 24. Hold on. Pau Gasol wasn't better than Anton Jameson. Black Mall, stop. I don't think nobody in the chat agree with you on that. Pau Gasol was better than Anton Jameson. Yes, he was. Hey, hold on. Let me take a poll. Let me ask Black Mall, because Black Mall in here tripping. Was Anton Jameson better than Pau Gasol? I'm going to ask y'all that. He wasn't. Anton Jameson was nice. He could hoop. But he wasn't better than no goddamn Pau Gasol. And see, JJG is saying no. Anton wasn't better than Pau Gasol. Was way better than, and Anton Jameson could hoop. But Pau Gasol was better than him for sure, 100%. You said LeBron is the one who constantly brought up winning rings. I don't think he brought it up when he first got to Miami. And I believe because there was a lot of pressure on him to win, because people were saying, hey, he ain't won yet. He's 7 years in the NBA and he ain't won a championship yet. And I do believe he got overzealous and he kind of underestimated how hard winning a championship is. You feel me? So when he went to Miami, he did say we gonna win that, win this, win that. But other than that, in that Miami Heat introduction press conference, I don't remember him really talking about rings mattering most. Outside of that, I don't remember him saying that. You said I'm a biased Wizard fan. Anton Jameson was nice. He was. Swan was nice. But again, his impact was not the same impact as Pau Gasol. He could hoop. That was Cleveland's second stint. When did he say championships, man? What did he say in Cleveland's second stint? What did he say though? I don't remember him ever saying, you know what I'm saying? That was LeBron's biggest downfall, was saying him, Wade, and Bosh are gonna win 9. Yeah, that was wild as hell for him to say that. That was crazy. And I was like, and I remember when he said it, I was like, why would you say that? They both were second options at their best. But Pau Gasol as a second option was better. He was better than Antoine, though. And Antoine was nice. He wasn't, again, Anton Jameson could hoop. But Pau Gasol, again, defensively, offensively, rebounding, yeah, I'm taking Pau Gasol every time. You must forget Allen Iverson really have nobody when he went to the final besides. Yeah, he did. He did. Aaron McKee, Dikembe Mutombo. Who else is on that team? Aaron McKee, Dikembe. I'm trying to think. God damn. Who else on that team? Aaron McKee probably was like the second best offensive option on the 76ers that year. The second best, only thing he said about the Cavs' second stint is he wanted to bring a ring home. Right. That's all I remember him saying. Iverson had a squad in Denver, though. No excuses with Prime Melo. I'm going to be honest with you. I love Allen Iverson. I love Carmelo Anthony. I never thought they was going to win a championship together. By that point, I kind of realized that those two players together was not going to play championship ball. They were going to be entertaining. They were going to be fun to watch. But yeah, I think Allen Iverson's championship window closed in his early years. I think if he didn't have to run into the Lakers, I think Allen Iverson would have won a championship. But that was nothing Allen Iverson could do against Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant. It was nothing he could do against them boys. When you run it with Dikembe Mutombo, Aaron McKee, it was nothing he was going to do against them boys. It was nothing. LeBron, top 5 teammates, Wade, AD, Luka, Kyrie, Bosh. That's more than 5 though, bro. Dwight Howard was not Dwight in Orlando when he got with. Dwight Howard was not that same Dwight when he got over there. His best teammates are Dwayne Wade, AD, Luka, Kyrie, and Chris Bosh probably. Yeah, George Lynch, Tyrone Hill. Yeah, I'll be talking about Tyrone. I gotta stop, man. I'm gonna be real, y'all. Yeah, that Dwight Howard. Dwight was old. Dwight couldn't do nothing offensively. I will say though, I'm gonna be real with y'all. If y'all would have put Luka Doncic with a young LeBron James, like if it was LeBron James in even 2018, LeBron just got Luka at age 40. So you got to think if you would have put LeBron, like at least 2018 LeBron James with Luka Doncic, I think they would have figured out how to at least get to the finals. At least. Dwight Howard just came off back surgery. I'm gonna be real with y'all, man. I'm gonna be real with y'all, man. Kobe Bryant had the Lakers fan base trashing Dwight Howard. That's Kobe Bryant doing. Kobe Bryant did that. Eric Snow, I forgot about Eric Snow. Kobe Bryant had the Lakers on that with him with Dwight Howard, man. Yeah, he played through them injuries. He should have sat out, man. Raja Bell. Damn, Raja Bell was on that 2001 team. Kobe went in on Dwight Howard and had the Lakers fans hate him. Which I thought was very unfair. Very unfair. In my opinion. Kobe got a history of doing shit like that people don't want to talk about. Kobe would throw your ass to the wolves and then be like, damn, I ain't know what happened. He do that a lot. And people let him do that too, though. But that was bogus. He was on that, yeah, damn, that's for real. He was on that Raja Bell. Anton Jameson was the face of the Warriors and the All-Star Golden State. Anton was nice. He was nice. He was not better than Pau Gasol, though. Gee. Matt Geiger. Oh my God, Matt Geiger. That was the big white dude. Yes. Kevin Ollie, young Kevin Ollie. Kevin was a journeyman, man. I respect Kevin Ollie, man. He's a true journeyman. Anton was nice. Anton got over 20,000 points. He nice. But I don't think he said Kobe and MJ was both assholes. Nobody said they were nice dudes. In my opinion, that's why they judge on more so than their games nowadays. I think people let them live. Truthfully, Black Maul, they don't get enough criticism for their personality. Honestly, Black Maul. Because I'm telling you, if LeBron James did the shit that Kobe Bryant did to teammates, Like if he told a young dude you too garbage to talk to me, you don't got enough accolades to talk to me, LeBron James would be called everything under the sun. They would call him the most evil person in the world. People let Kobe Bryant rock for that. If LeBron James would have snitched on his teammate cheating on his wife, LeBron James would get drugged to no end for telling on his teammate cheating on his old lady. But Kobe Bryant get a pass for that. In fact, it's a lot of the young generation that don't even know Kobe told on Shaq like that. They let it go. For real, Kobe got a lot of that he didn't done. A lot of that. He didn't done that shit a lot to teammates. He got the Lakers fan base to hate Dwight Howard. He pulled that. He had the Lakers fan base hating Dwight. And they let him rock for that shit. Right? They let him rock for that. Dwight playing through injury, they let Cole rock. Let LeBron James made one of the fan bases hate his teammate. You would never hear the end of that. You would never hear the end of that. I know people don't like to say it because I know y'all give Kobe Bryant that Jadakiss, the treatment Jadakiss was talking about, and we gonna make it. Y'all know that line I'm talking about. Y'all gonna say I'm being disrespectful. Y'all know that line that Jadakiss said, and we gonna make it. Y'all give Cole that grace. You feel me? Because of that line right there. You feel me? But Cole did a lot of shit. He did a lot of foul stuff that people be like, it'd be cool because he do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? You know what I mean? Listen, and that be the problem right there. That's the problem right there. See, again, winning when a player has won championships, y'all let it go. No, he did a lot of foul stuff to people. Shit, y'all might could have had some more championships than that if Kobe wouldn't have ran off Shaq. Because Kobe told Jerry Buss, either he go or I go. It ain't gonna be no both of us here. Now, Jerry Buss did the right thing. Jerry kept the younger talent. Kobe's 6 years younger than Shaq. He still had a prime to go through. Shaq was exiting his prime years. He was almost exiting. So Jerry Buss made the right decision, but they ultimately had to separate, really because Shaq wanted to kill Kobe for telling on him. That's why they really separated. Now, I know people don't want to talk about that. It's not because Shaq was out of shape. They clashed about that, but the final straw was when Kobe told on Shaq in the interrogation room to the police, and it got out. And Shaq wanted to kill Kobe. And they say, hey, man, they not going to be able to coexist. We got to make an executive decision. Jerry Buss made the right decision, keeping a guy that's 6 years younger, that has a prime to go through, and all of that. You feel me? But I'm telling y'all right now, if LeBron told like that, y'all would hate him. y'all would hate him. You feel me? So I know it's quiet in this chat right now. You feel me? I know it's quiet, but let's be for real. That's why they split up ultimately. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that really, they probably would have won more, truthfully, had they stayed together for a little bit longer. They might have won some more. But, you know, shit came to an end. Kobe was hated until he died. I'll disagree. I disagree. I think he was hated until he won those two championships. Yes. I think after he won, I think he was cool. LA was pissed. I'm gonna be real with y'all. When Shaq and Kobe broke up, LA did not like Kobe. And they was pissed at Kobe for being the reason that Shaq left. But they got over it when they won them two championships. They was cool. They got over it. Hey man, I tell the truth about people, whether they own it, whether they on this earth or not. Everybody else get talked about sincerely, whether they deceased or not. So I'm not gonna walk on eggshells because he's deceased and not gonna say how I really feel. They always want to bring up how LeBron team player. Yeah. I'm from LA. Yep, Shaq was our guy until the fifth ring from Kobe. Yeah. When Kobe won, you from LA. Yeah. When Kobe won them two championships, that had LA back on his side. But initially, when they split up, people in LA hated Kobe for that. Yes. But winning cures everything. So when they won them two championships, they said, all right, cool. We can stand back behind you now. You know what I'm saying? Kobe was not hated in LA. I don't know. Now, Ken say he wasn't hated. You feel me? The fan base was rolling with Shaq, I would say, when he first, alone, 1908 up in here, alone. He said, I'm a true Laker fan. I remember people didn't put him as the second best player of all time until his passing. You had some people that put him, I think you had some people that put him there, but I think it became more prominent to say he was second best. Oh, he was second best all time after his passing. I'm gonna be real with y'all, man. Ivy Dream. She say, I'm in LA. We got over it. 1908 love 1911. Hey, I like to hear that. That's what I like to hear. Shout out to 1908. 1911 over here. Shout out to the K's. Uh yeah, the fan base was rolling with Shaq until Cole won. Yeah. I think so. It was Magic, Kareem, Shaq as our big three. I wouldn't say until he died. When he retired. Yeah, when he retired, he got put in a different light a lot of times, I think, too. Then after Kobe passed, it was kind of like blasphemous to say anything bad about him. And that's what happens. When people die tragic deaths, you can't say anything negative about them at all. And when you do that, you hating on them, or you're being irrational, you're being disrespectful. If you say anything that's not positive. Um, but I tell the truth because I watched majority of Kobe's career, and so I'm gonna tell the truth about what I saw from him. We said, but here you go. I'm being real with you, bro. I'm telling y'all, if LeBron James, like, knock on wood, right? If LeBron James passes a tragic death, do you know how many people who hate LeBron James will now say LeBron James? You got people that hate LeBron that will now say LeBron's some of the greatest he ever seen. What's nasty about it? I'm being real, Ken. What am I saying negative about Kobe Bryant? I'm telling you the truth. When you pass away a tragic death, you cannot say nothing bad about a person anymore, especially a beloved sports figure. If LeBron James passed away like that, I guarantee you, the same people that hate him, the same YouTube channels that make money hating LeBron James and criticizing every single thing he does will go to worshiping LeBron James. I bet my bottom dollar on it. I bet bread on it. Dreamers Pro, Man Down Sports, all these channels that hate him, if LeBron James passes away a tragic death, them same motherfuckers that get on here, oh, LeBron is one of the best we've ever seen. Oh, he's so great. Trust the best here, trust the best here, trust the best here. That LeBron James, that damn LeBron James is so great. That damn LeBron James, that damn LeBron James is such excellent. He's so excellent. Always been great professionalism his whole career. Class personified. That damn LeBron James. I'm gonna do it, brother. I'm gonna do it. No, they don't dive deep into hating Kobe. Now you can't say nothing bad about the man now. Smush Parker got denigrated for telling the truth about how Kobe Bryant treated him. Now Smush Parker soft because he said he ain't like playing with Kobe. You feel me? So Man, Ari Spears think Patrick Ewing the best center to ever live. Shout out to Patrick Ewing, though. Brother. Again, do you ever see me trying to get people to say he the best? No. I'm saying when you got LeBron James outside of your top 10, you smoking crack. You're on bath salts. You're on that yayo. Okay? If LeBron James not in your top 5, matter of fact, you on shrooms. Okay? You sniffing glue. That's what I'm saying. Bro, Smush Parker was not horrible for y'all. Smush Parker came from a mid-major college, and he averaged 11 points a game for y'all. He was not the y'all had Kobe Carl on y'all roster, bro. Come on, G. You seen some bum ass dudes play for the LA Lakers. I can name them. Robert Sacre and them. Y'all seen all them bum ass dudes come through that organization. So we not finna do that. Averaging 11 a game coming from Fordham University, that's hard to do, bro. That ain't like playing again as a young dude. Averaging double figures, I ain't talking to you. I'm talking to other dude. But Black Mall, but that be for real. Averaging 11 is not easy to do. Coming from Fordham University, that's a mid-major college. He ain't come from no big old school. You feel me? He didn't. Smush could hoop. Y'all had worse players than Smush Parker during that time. Definitely during that era. Brothers had Slava Medvedenko on the team. Slava Medvedenko. Like, come on, G. We not finna do that. Slava Medvedenko on the roster is crazy. That's crazy as hell. Adam Morrison over there. Smush was better, and Adam Morrison was cold. Slava has a ring. Brother. Slava got a ring. Guess who else got a goddamn ring? It's a lot of brothers got rings that's terrible as hell. Horrible. You don't like Kobe personality. No, I don't. I never liked his personality. But I always be honest with y'all about that. I always be honest that I never liked his personality. Great player, though, phenomenal player. But I always tell y'all I never liked his personality. What's your top 4 cities of Midwest? Man, that's crazy. Y'all know I never really traveled really a lot within the Midwest for real. I'm gonna go top 4 cities in the Midwest. That is a tough question, man. I never really traveled within the Midwest region for real. Like I went to Detroit. Shout out to the D. My uncle lived in Detroit. Hey, Black Mom. It don't matter though. It don't matter. He averaged 11 points playing along in the Lakers. Where his star player hate him. It don't matter what he did elsewhere. It's never okay for the star player to tell a young rookie, to tell a young dude, the young player on the team, I'm not talking to you because you don't got enough accolades. That's not okay, Black Mom. That shit, Smush Parker should have knocked Kobe out for that. I'm finna say it. He should have knocked him out off principle just for saying that. Who you talking to in this motherfucker, bro? Who? You feel me? I know a couple of dudes that would have chin checked them. A couple of them. You feel me? Because that's crazy as hell. You don't got enough accolades to be speaking to me. Hey, fam, what? He should have knocked his head off his shoulders. You feel me? I'd have told him, I'd have told him, you don't got enough testosterone in your body for telling on Shaq like that, nickel. That's what I'd have told him. What? Now what? You feel me? That's what he should have did, because I know a few dudes that would have knocked his head off his shoulder. He did talk crazy like that. Who was you talking to? No, Jeremy Lin checked him. Jeremy Lin checked him. You can't now. Y'all, hold on. Ken, don't come on here with that. Y'all be the same ones. LeBron trying to throw his teammates under the bus. So y'all be trying to live for them grown men, Ken. You feel me? Like I said, Smush Parker should have knocked his motherfucking head off his shoulder when he said that. Should have knocked his head off his shoulder. He talking that crazy shit to them. You feel me? Kobe can't fight because he can't fight. Every fight he started, he lost. So that did. Kobe, first of all, Kobe wouldn't have gave me no brotherly love beating because Kobe not even from Philadelphia. His ass is from Ardmore, California. Pennsylvania, where the goddamn Amish people live. He went to Lower Merion High School. Ask Gilly and them if Kobe Bryant from Philadelphia. They gonna tell you hell no. Cause Philadelphia like Chicago, Illinois. We not letting you claim the city if you was out in the suburbs living. You not from here. Chris Childs touched him up. And hold on, because they taking me there. And Reggie Miller had him choked up. Reggie Miller was him and had him hemmed up on the scores table. When Kobe swung off Reggie had him hemmed up on the scores table. Who you talking to around this motherfucker? Hey, Kobe Bryant not folding me, Joe. You feel me? No, G. CC, hello, Black Mall. I appreciate the donation, brother. He say, I love you, brother. And I love you too, brother. He said, but when these stories come up about Mike and Kobe, about how they treat their teammates, does it not say more about the dude who went for it? Again, Smush was soft. No, bro, y'all got to understand, bro. Don't do that, bro. Y'all know it's certain men that don't come from the same walks of life everybody come from, bro. So I'm not giving a pass for the bully for pulling a dude card that he know ain't gonna do nothing. I don't respect the wolf that go after other sheep. Go after other wolves. Don't go after the sheep. I'm not gonna know, bro, because I didn't seen that too much here. You a wolf, go after the other wolves. G, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that, Joe. Go for the other wolves. Don't go for the dude that you know ain't gonna do nothing to you. I don't respect that. I don't give dudes a pass for being a bully just because another dude everybody ain't cut the same way. Y'all know that, bro. You feel me? Like I got little cousins that didn't grow up in the same type of environment I grew up in. So I'm not gonna call them soft. They just they didn't grow up in that same type of whatever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we ain't finna do that. Oh man, Zero, I appreciate the donation on Cash App, bro. We gonna do that. He said that Kobe Bryant. I ain't hating, dude. I'm telling y'all the truth. Y'all don't like to hear the truth. Kobe was doing that. Like, you know what I'm saying? He thought Reggie Miller was soft. He swung off Reggie. Reggie told him, oh, this old man strength for real. Reggie had him on that scores table. Hemmed up. Stop trying to start fights with dude. Said Kobe went at Shaq too. They fought. Now, he did go at Shaq. I don't know if they fought. Maybe they did, but I know they was having words with each other back and forth and shit like that. But y'all know everybody ain't cut from the same stuff though. No, he didn't pull. He pulled everybody. Who called he pulled? See, y'all like to call everybody soft that ain't tough. Stop. I hate when y'all do that. Everybody ain't soft, G. You feel me? Because guess what? I don't like that. Y'all like to call everybody. Smush was a young dude. A young dude who was a young rookie, like a young player. He know if he do something, his shot at the league is gone. He from Fordham University. This is not young LeBron James. It's a young prodigy. He know if he do something, he gone. He gone. You know what I'm saying? He gone, bro. Like what? He from Fordham University, bro. He ain't For real, zero, man. I appreciate the donation again, man. It mean a lot to me, boss. He know that. He know that, bro. I don't give passes to bullies over here. Cause I grew up in a land of bullies. So I don't get passes to dudes because they be trying to trying to pull people card that Nah, Joe. You feel me? No, I don't do that. Cause I grew up watching dudes trying to pull dudes cards here. You feel me? And then they always met somebody that got on their ass every single time. Cause in Chicago, nigga, hey, you keep trying to be tough. People want to see how tough. You feel me? And I never, of course, my outward appearance is not aggression or whatever, but I ain't letting nobody pull my card just because I didn't come from a household where that was allowed. You know what I'm saying? I didn't come from a household where that was allowed for your card to be pulled. But I know other people that just ain't like their personality is different, man. And there shouldn't be a strike against them. It's a strike against the person trying to play tough Tony with them. Stop trying to be tough, Joe. Just who? All that extra stuff. You feel me? That be my issue. And Mike know who to do that to. Michael Jordan knew who to do that to too. Because he ain't never tried Charles Oakley and them like that either. That be my issue. Yeah, too many dudes going off this earth for being overly tough at times, trying to stay pull people card. So I don't reward bullies. I don't salute dudes that be trying to pull people card and be like, oh, you should have just fought back. No. You know what I'm saying? Garnett, another one. Garnett ain't tough either. KG not tough either. He another one. He came to Chicago. They let him bang Vice Lord on the West Side. And now he Lord. Everything he say is Lord. Garnett ain't on nothing. The same way. You feel me? But anyway, he's a great basketball player, though. But the conversation is that this, though, man. I just feel like, man. Black Ball, I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate it. Say, Mac, it's not about being tough no matter where you from. Defending yourself is a must, in my opinion. Say, all right, you got enough of my money. No, it is a must, but I'm saying everybody ain't like that, though. Everybody ain't like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't cut like that. Like, it's dudes who never ran into conflict a day in their life. And that's just how it go, man. It's dudes that never ran into conflict. And I don't think less of them for that. Because I know I grew up in a different environment than some other people. My environment was a different environment than hell. Kobe Bryant grew up in a much different environment than I grew up in. You know what I'm saying? So even if Kobe was like that, I wouldn't think less of him. Because he didn't have to grow up around GDs and BDs and Blackstones and Vice Lords like I did. Every time I went to the corner store, folks them at the corner store in front of that motherfucker. It ain't been times I went to the corner store. I remember one time in particular, me and my homie Kiefer Sykes, we going to the corner store, Blackstones, the moles in front of the corner store telling us y'all got $2. We say no. He say, y'all going to the corner store, but y'all ain't got $2. We had $2, but I know if I give him this $2, I'm gonna have to give him $2 for the rest of my life. So hell no. It's certain people that never had to live through that, right? So I don't think less of them though, because they didn't have to do that though. You know what I'm saying? That'd be my thing. Like everybody come from different walks of life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm never a tough guy, but I knew from my environment, I knew I couldn't let them do that to me. I couldn't let them encroach on me like that because that would have been a thing for the rest of my life. Even when I was afraid, even when I was scared, I knew that was I have to live here, y'all. But it's people that never had to live in that environment. And I'm not going to think less of them because they never had to face them circumstances. Thank God they didn't. Thank God they didn't. Because that shit is not like growing up here, just like in any inner city area, right? Any inner city area, whether it be LA, Philadelphia, DC, whatever. A lot of them areas are rough. You know what I'm saying? I only can speak to my experience though. And like growing up here, bro, like it just I could never try to say a man is less of a man because they don't know how to deal with certain circumstances because they just never ran into it. Yes, bro. But it's certain things that they have to run into, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's certain things they have to run into. Right? I grew up in Chicago in the era of point them out, knock them out. Where a group of dudes on the block pointing at random dudes trying to knock dudes out. Like, what? You feel me? And yes, there are dudes who lived in the suburbs, but they came from an environment where their father or their mother taught them to fight back. If you grew up in a household where confrontation was new to you, where you never seen confrontation in your life, bro, it's some people that don't know how to respond to that because they never had to see it. That's all I'm saying, Black Mom. It's some people, especially when you're talented at a sport, athletes, a lot of them don't never have to see confrontation, and depending on if they living in the suburbs or not. You feel me? Some of them never had to see real, especially if they growing up in a suburb. Some of them and athletes they all good. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying suburban people don't face conflict or issues, but it's some people who never run into that type of energy. You feel me? I just know where I was living at, it was no escaping it. You know what I mean? And I'm not a dude who's overly aggressive. I'm not an aggressive person by nature. In fact, I'm probably one of the most least outwardly aggressive people from Chicago you probably ever meet. You can't hold me though. You can't pull my car at all. But I'm just saying in general, I don't carry that energy with me at all. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Right. Like, right, bro. I know it all said it right. I gotta go wherever my mama Section 8 taking us, bro. Wherever my mama Section 8 taking us is where we at. My daddy lived in Roseland for 15 plus years. Roseland be going up. And this is where we living at. So I can't escape it. You know what I mean? So this is just where I have to live, and I have to adapt to my environment. One thing I had to always been able to do was I knew how to adapt to the environments I lived in because I know this is where we at with it. You feel me? So, right. And see, my mother and father taught me about standing up for yourself, how to defend yourself. But some people, mother and father, don't teach them that because they don't have to worry about that. If you're growing up in a far suburb that's far away from the city, far removed, you don't have to go there. Your parents don't have that nature. A lot of them don't never run into that type of stuff. So they cool. You know what I mean? And I'm not putting anybody at fault for never having to run into that. You feel me? It was times shit. It was times I wish I never would have had to run into certain stuff. Bro, I'm telling you right now, I can tell y'all some stories about Chicago, and I've told them on the channel before. And it was times I was scared like crazy. But I had to just I had to deal with the situation. You know what I mean? I laugh about it now, but I just remember certain stuff, bro. I remember riding public transportation in Chicago. You got to go through different hoods because did I grow up in Roseland? Kind of, sort of. My father lived there for 15 years. I went to my father's house all the time. I would be over there for weeks at a time, so I was in Roseland a ton, all the time. Roseland is not a good neighborhood at all. I remember going on public transportation, y'all. I just told this to a coworker of mine. Now, it's a McDonald's that all the high school kids would go to because, it's a McDonald's on 95th and the Dan Ryan. That's right by the train on the south side. The red line train run through the south side. It's a bus terminal right there. And, high school kids in Chicago, we don't get bused to school. We got to take public transportation. I'm sure it's like that for a lot of other places, right? So the McDonald's is every gang. You can run into any and every gang up in there. I remember the first time I walked into there, I walk in, y'all, they already pressing another dude talking about where you from, what you is. That's what you is like, what you is like, what is you, what are you? You GD, you BD, you Blackstone, you Vice Lord, what are you, right? And they could know that you're not a gang member at all. You can have on church clothes. You can look like the squares of kid. They just trying to make some shit up just so they can have a reason to whoop your ass. They could know you're not gang affiliated. They'll make some stuff up as a justification just to get on there with you, right? And again, this is me growing up learning this. When I walked into the McDonald's, I wanted to turn around and walk out of the McDonald's as soon as I saw them pressing another dude. But I knew if I turned around and left out of this McDonald's, they gonna look at me and say, "Oh, he's scared. His ass scared. We got us one, and get on that with me." So I had to just go in here when I'm seeing this uncomfortable ass situation where like 4 or 5 dudes is pressing this one dude who's obviously not a gang member. I had to just stand in there and keep my cool and order my food. Because if I would have turned back around, they would have been like, "Oh, we got us one." You know what I'm saying? Um, so it was just kind of like, man, a lot of this stuff was trial and error. Like Black Maul say, he say, "I was glad I was raised the way I was, though. I don't have any bully experiences outside of my older brothers. I learned early most people do what you allow them to get away with." That is very true, right? It's very true. But yeah, like I knew I had to learn very quickly growing up here that dudes here smell fear like a shark can sense blood and water. So when they know you're afraid, they're going to try to get on there with you. It was times where I was in situations where I was scared, but I had to just act like I wasn't. You know what I mean? In order to be all right, because I'm by myself and I'm walking down the block and it's 6, 7 dudes walking straight ahead of me, straight towards me. They're walking in my same direction. And I'm 14, 15. In that teenage era, that's where everything can go off and go wrong, right? I can't cross the street. Because if I cross the street, they're going to say, "Oh, he's scared. They going to cross the street with me." I just got to walk past them and take my chances and hope they don't try to get on nothing because I can't beat up 6, 7 dudes. You feel what I'm saying? Hold on. My man, Kid Car Real. He say, "The story about the girls at the bus stop will forever be legendary." Kid Car. I got to get my homie Melvin on the channel to discuss that situation. Yes. That is something that's crazy. So for those who don't know, some of y'all new to the channel, y'all. So when we was in high school, that same bus terminal I was talking about, a lot of kids on the south side, if you go to school that's far away from your home, we taking the trains and the buses, right? My boy went to Chicago Vocational, CVS High School. CVS High School, the same high school Jawan Howard went to, same high school Bernie Mac went to, etc. Right? My boy go to CVS, but he not living close to CVS High School. He living in the hundreds. CVS is southeast Chicago, right? Over east. CVS is, over not too far from where G Herbo now live, right? So he living in the hundreds though, so he got to take the bus. When he's taking a bus, he got to take a bus and get off right by the bus terminal is a school called Harlan High School, right? Harlan High School is into it with CVS High School. High schools would get into it with each other for one reason or another, right? In Chicago, it could be somebody jumped somebody big at the school and now they into it with everybody at the high school. So my boy go to CVS, but he got to get off the bus right by where CVS High School is. Around this time, CVS kids are getting jumped by kids that went to Harlan High School. They getting jumped over there. If you live over there, they trying to jump you because kids wear uniforms. See, so people know what school you go to by the uniform that you wear. My high school didn't have to wear uniform, but CVS wear uniform, right? My boy say he got off the bus. As he's stepping off the bus, a group of about 8 girls run up to him and say, "What school you go to?" He say, "Huh?" They got their fist balled up, got Timberland boots on, all of that. He say, "Huh?" They say, "N-words, you heard us. What fucking school you go to?" He like, "Malcolm, these girls about to jump me, bro." He say, "My man's from the hood, seen me." His mans that lived in the same hood that he lived in knew him. He went to Harlan. He say, "Hey, no, y'all, he good. He good. He good." So the girls left him alone and jumped on a girl that had a CVS gym shirt on. They jumped, 7, 8 girls jumped on a girl from CVS High School, stomping up with Tim's on, all of that, right? That is crazy. That's crazy. All because he go to the wrong high school. So I say that to say that is ridiculous. You feel me? But this is just the type of environments that just be going on. I would have had to whoop one of them girls though. I would have had to whoop one of them girls. I had to whoop. Lord forgive. One y'all, two of y'all, three of y'all finna go down with me. This is crazy. But yeah, it just like, it was certain stuff that was going on, man. I can laugh and joke about stuff now, but it was a crazy time period. And this is the era before all the kids had guns and stuff like that. This is where some kids had guns for sure. But like, it wasn't as every young dude had no gun. But it was just a different environment, man. I love Chicago, loved my experiences and stuff here. Proud to be from here. Y'all know I love Chicago just as much as anybody. And I rep it heavily. But it was some stuff that I had to deal with at a young age that was different for me. My face, I look like a kid. My face is a soft face. I don't have a hardened face. My aura, I don't have a hardened aura about me. I don't have an aura where I got this super tough guy bravado. I smiled a lot. You feel me? A lot of dudes didn't smile where we grew up at. You know? People get mad. What he smiling about? They think you soft when you smile a lot. So I had to quite often I had to show people this not what you think it is. You feel me? This is not what you think it is. Quite often I had to do that. Juice WRLD from right outside of Chicago. He from Cal Park, which is probably like 5-10 minutes outside of Chicago. It's really right there, right? Right there. Yeah. But yeah, man, just different environment, man. But yeah, with me alone. Jackson, Mississippi, what's the word, man? Jacktown? Hold on. I was in Itta for college. I was in LaFleur County in the Delta. Yeah, some of the south suburbs, yeah, for sure. Definitely. Some south suburbs rough too, man. You say a quiet man is a dangerous man. Nah, for sure. I know a lot of dudes that was really quiet. That would get down and get busy with you. So yeah, man, I had to adapt to the environment that I was in, man. I knew we wasn't gonna be living in the suburbs at all anytime soon. And so I had to just, I went to Valley. Yeah, I was Mr. Mississippi Valley State from 2014 to 2015. I went to Valley, Mr. Shelton. Yes, sir. I got an academic scholarship to go there. So I left Chicago. Went to Itta for 4 years. Hey, soon as I said Itta Jack, he really from Jacktown. He know exactly. He said he went to Valley. What's going on, man? Yep. Shout out to my people in Mississippi, man. Shout out to Mississippi. I always say, man, I kind of feel like my life went full circle because my paternal family, my father family, they all from Mississippi. They came to Chicago in the Great Migration in 1960. My grandma from Cleveland, Mississippi. My grandfather from Yazoo City. They came to Chicago in 1960, settled. They went to the west side first, then they settled on the south side. My father was raised on the south side. He was born in Mississippi. My father was born in Waynesboro, Mississippi. Moved from Waynesboro when he was 5. And then, was in Chicago. So I remember 7 dudes about to jump me and this other dude on the bus because we had man. Rose Ball. You was in JROTC too? I was in JROTC as well, Rose Ball. And girl saving you, man. Oh, he said girl saved us. The dudes hopped off the bus chasing. Oh, yeah. Hey, look, my homie Melvin will tell you, man, one time he was on a bus. He was clean. He had his little pea coat on. He had a little White Sox fitted cap on. He was looking clean. And he said he was on a bus and he noticed some dudes got on the bus. They extra aggressive. Somebody asked him what you is. Right? He what? And he know what they own when they ask what you is, they not trying to really wonder what you are. They really just trying to start some shit with you. And then, he looked around and saw he was the only dude on the bus. Bad news. But some girls that was with him was like, hell no. Y'all not finna do this. Y'all not finna touch him. Because, you know, it was a group of girls he was with. And they ain't let him get on that, but they didn't touch him at all. But the next day he went to school, and he was looking for the dudes with some other people. And some other people that was really close to him. Some street dudes that was close to him was looking for the dudes. He said, I never saw them again in the school at all. It's kind of crazy, but he said, I got robbed from my Tony Parker jersey by some grown men in Mississippi visiting my family when I was 9 years. For real? That's some whole shit. Some grown men trying to rob a 9-year-old dude. That's crazy. I remember this one time, y'all. I swear to God. Right by Mississippi Valley. You say you got kinfolk in Waynesboro. Shout out, man. Shout out to Waynesboro. I never even went to Waynesboro. I was in Cleveland though. My great grandparents are buried in Cleveland. But anyway, so right by Mississippi Valley is a restaurant called Capricorns, right? So Capricorns was selling like all the different like, hot wings, stuff like that. Fish. I would go to Capricorns to go get me some food. He said Waynesboro, country as hell. I can bet. My grandmama used to tell me my granddaddy used to be out there shooting rabbits for her to cook and so they can eat. All of that. You feel me? She used to tell me like my granddaddy was shooting them rabbits and stuff for her to cook and eat and everything. He was a carpenter, but when they moved to Chicago, what he made in a week, he made what he made in a week. What he made in a week in Mississippi, he made that in a day in Chicago. I was trying to figure out how to word that. What my grandfather made in a week in Mississippi, he made that per day in Chicago. So, you know, Pickens on the way to Vicksburg. My grandma's sister, God rest my grandmother's soul, my grandfather's soul too. Her sister, my grandmama's sister, still live in Vicksburg. She moved to Chicago, then she ended up going back to Mississippi. I'm talking about my grandmother's sister. My grandmother's sister had her house damaged by Hurricane Katrina because she moved to Biloxi. Biloxi is on the coast of Mississippi, and it got damaged from Hurricane Katrina. Then she relocated to Vicksburg. Shout out to Vicksburg, man. I had some homies from Vicksburg too. Man, when I went to Mississippi, man, that was probably the best time of my life. I ain't gonna even lie. I had a lot of fun in Mississippi. But again, I felt like my life came full circle. I ain't gonna lie. I felt this packed the family and moved to Chicago after. Oh no. No, man. Yeah, my people came, my family moved to Chicago in 1960. So yeah. After my grandfather was hunting rabbits and stuff like that, and you know, wasn't making a lot of money, they moved to Chicago for a better life. The Amtrak trains, and they still do this to this day. They run from Mississippi, they run through Chicago. My grandfather got on the train, came to Chicago, he got work first, he got a job. Then he sent for my grandmother and my father and his other 3 siblings. He sent for them to come to Chicago on the train. And I remember, I wish my grandmother was still I wish my grandmother was still living. She could talk about these stories, man. She told me she got on that train, she cooked some chicken for all the kids to eat. They was eating on that chicken for them hours they was on the train. They got to Chicago. I'm very proud of my grandparents. So my grandfather passed away before I was even born. My grandfather died very young. But my grandmother lived for a long time. She died in 2020, right before COVID hit. So I had her for majority of my life. She passed away, 5 years ago now. But yeah, man. My grandmother, I learned a lot from her. So the loudest one in the room is usually the softest. Yeah, that's how it be going, man. What would happen if you were in high school in the early 2020s? I would have had a different experience. A lot of these young kids, they be carrying firearms on them now. And my era, kids had fire. They had guns too, but I don't think they was as willing to use them a lot as they are now. But it was a lot of jumping, a lot of dudes getting knocked out and beat up and jumped on just because they was just for the hell of it during my era in Chicago. That teenage time period in Chicago is very rough time period for a young dude. When you're going through them teenage years, you know, it was a very rough period because again, that was a time where people started joining gangs in their teenage years. Uh, People trying to impress other people, all of that craziness. So our stories are similar, Mac. Only difference is my grandfather was from Greenville, North Carolina, was a dishwasher. Got a job at the White House washing dishes and moved the family. That's what's up. At the White House? Wow. Moved the fam to DC. Got you. Yeah. Grandfather. Grandfather found a job. Family went where the job was at, where the money was at, man. That's really a lot of black folks tell. The tales of many black people. It's really just good to speak on Juneteenth. Um, 90 Savannah. Hey, listen, that's crazy. My brother and sister grew up in Savannah, Georgia. My father has, you know, different children. My father got 4 children, uh, 3 different women. Um, and my father's, uh, my older siblings, well, my father, and I mean, my father eventually got back with uh, his ex-wife, who he has 2 children with. But, you know, my siblings went to live in Savannah, Georgia with their mom for several years. And then they came back to Chicago so that my siblings could be closer to my dad while they was growing up, you know, in their teenage years. You said, I see where your father name is. Oh man. Then my father was something else, man. Very, 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 he was into women heavily. Cool guy, super cool. He old man now, but Dan Jerry was 1-9. I said 1-7. I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt. 1-9 in the finals. Dang. I brought that up too earlier in the chat. But yeah, man, I think Rap God Reloaded. What's the word, man? Yeah, man. It's always an interesting story, like fam relocated and all of that and everything. But yeah, I grew up, born and raised in Chicago, and I only left Chicago for college. I went to Mississippi for 4 years. I went to Arkansas for 2 years after that. So I was in the South a total of 6 years. I had a lot of fun though. Enjoyed my time. Met some really cool people. Met some dope people. Met some of my best friends in the South. So I'm always grateful for that time period. 2009, 2010 was when guns started being more in Chicago. But yeah, for sure. Now I graduated in 2011 from high school. He said your New Year's resolution should be to leave Tracy McGrady alone. Look, Mac a great player, man. I be having to use him in certain debates, but again, this is coming from a dude that had a Tracy McGrady jersey. Um, yeah, said those women down south, I love them. Hey, look, my son's mother is from Mississippi, so I know about Southern women for sure. Who do you think is winning, Mike Beasley or Carmelo Anthony? I think Mike. I think Mike probably been more in the gym than Carmelo at this point. I don't think Carmelo is in hooping shape for real. He not out of shape or nothing. I don't think Mike been in that element a little more than Melo has. I think Melo been focused on podcasting, being a dad, watching his son develop in hooping. I don't really know if he really in that mode to be like Mike be hooping 24/7. It seemed like Mike Beasley. I don't know if Melo in that type of mode. What do you think about T-Mac saying Braun would get crushed in 1-versus-1? Depending on a certain person, I think LeBron is more of a 5-on-5 guy than a 1-on-1 player. Now, he ain't getting demolished by everybody, but I do believe certain guys LeBron ain't beating 1-on-1. Bron is more of a 5-on-5 type of guy for sure. And he's excellent in 5-on-5 games because he uses a lot of basketball IQ. So his LeBron's biggest quality strength is his IQ. So and you can show that with a team game versus 1-on-1 play for the most. You can show it in 1-on-1 play. He can show it a lot better in team basketball. Said T-Mac had the prettiest game ever. Arguably, his game was beautiful to watch. My favorite offensive game to watch, I think the smoothest offensive game I seen was Carmelo. Like the most effortless offensive game I've ever seen was Kevin Durant. Offensively, Kevin Durant is an animal, especially pre-injury. Like I don't like KD. Watching him, it was just like the game was too easy for him. He could do everything. Put the ball on the floor, pull up from 30. He can hit the mid-range jumper. He can go to the line and hit his free throws. Um, yeah, he can get to whatever spot he wanted to get to. All of that. I think Bron could beat anyone one-on-one, but he also lose anyone as well. That makes sense. Yeah, I think it's certain people like Bron not beating Kevin Durant one-on-one. Because KD just could shoot from anywhere. He's taller than Bron. Bron is more athletic than him, but I just think KD just like a creative player. I never seen a dude 7 foot that can dribble like that and shoot like that. He's something different. Is LeBron James a better overall player than Kevin Durant? Yes. Yes. But one-on-one, I think certain players have certain skill sets, man. It is hard to overcome. Like you said, Kevin Durant can shoot 14 times. You look up, he got 30. That's why when the Cavs played Golden State, like, bro, I'm telling y'all, man, Kevin Durant, like, he was such an X factor on that team, y'all. It was unfair. I remember LeBron couldn't even sit down long because if Kevin Durant on the floor with like already playing with KD with Steph and Clay. But what Kevin Durant out there, man, is unfair. It's unfair. You know what I'm saying? It was just, yeah. Kevin Durant, he's an anomaly. I remember I watched him at Texas. I remember the first time because I caught on to him for a little minute because I was watching said damn this live still going. Might be a record. Hey, not bro, I didn't been on live for like 3 hours, SL, believe it or not. Crazy. I'm finna get off in a minute though, because I've been talking too damn long. I got stuff to do. Really got stuff to do. But yeah, man. What was I saying? Oh yeah, watching, man, boy, LeBron couldn't sit on the bench for long at all. KD going off, going crazy. So Brandon Roy was tough. LaMarcus Aldridge is a really underrated basketball player. LaMarcus Aldridge is really good, man. Really good. It's just he never won a championship. And he wasn't like MVP level great. So he gets like underrated, but yeah. And Montrose Christian, yeah, he played at Montrose. What's the Linus? What is Lou name? Linus Glazer? Linus Glazer? Didn't Glazer go to Montrose Christian with him? Linus Glazer, the big white dude that can shoot. KD finished out his high school years in the DC area. I know he went to Oak Hill for that year, but did he finish out his high school years and what you call it? Man, I'm finna be. I can't. When the Clips album come out, man? When do the Clips album come out? Grievous Vasquez. I remember Grievous Vasquez went to Maryland. Yeah, boy, look, that's real hoop stuff. That's real hoop stuff there. You said Indiana need to whoop. They come. Hey, I don't know Tyrese Halliburton playing. I don't even think he playing tonight. Whole time, Joe. Grievous Vasquez, Maryland. Boy, that's real hoop. That's a real hoop. Like you gotta really be deep in basketball, like NCAA basketball land to know Grievous Vasquez. What was that dude that went to Ole Miss? His last name was like Marshall or something. What was the dude name? He was going crazy at Ole Miss. Marshall, Ole Miss basketball. What was his name? Marshall Henderson. I remember this dude. That was his name, Marshall Henderson. Wow, dude, man. Hey, Pusha T talking that talk for real. I remember they had this song called Virginia. My favorite line from Malice say, plus what I look like spending my nights in jail, I could never be a thug. They don't dress this well. I was like, oh, I still got to use that line as a caption for one of my pictures. I have not used that line as a caption yet. God damn it. It sounds like one of those draft picks. Marshall Henderson, one-on-one is very overrated concept. Yeah, it can be. It's fun to watch, but a lot of dudes can beat Pantheon great players one-on-one. That's another Pantheon. Y'all know that's my favorite word to use. A lot of dudes can beat certain players one-on-one. Like I know dudes that are great in the pro-am setting. I know dudes that can go to pro-am games that kill in the pro-am. But if you put them in an organized basketball game, they look like a fish out of water. I know that sounds crazy. I know it sounds crazy. But I've seen dudes go in pro-am games and kill. And they go into college games and they look lost. When real plays are being ran and offensive schemes are used, they are lost. I've seen it happen a lot of times, y'all. I'm not just making it up. I know dudes personally who are like that. Put them in any open gym, they looking like Kyrie Irving. If you have them in if you put them in a game in a real organized game, they don't know what to do. The game moving too fast. People need to slow down. They ready to snap on somebody. You say what? Right? I didn't start using Pantheon until you start going live all the time. That's my favorite word, the Pantheon. I gotta find another word to use. I gotta pull out the thesaurus. Pull out the thesaurus. Use my thesaurus. Find another word. Pusha T went off on the song Comedy Central on their first album. Hey man, them boys be rapping. Pusha T and Malice be rapping. My favorite, unalive. You know I gotta say that, man. I gotta say unalive because then they're gonna demonetize me for keep saying the K word over and over again. They be doing that to me. They be doing me so bogus, man. They be doing me so bogus on that. You know. They be trying to find any reason sometimes to demonetize certain people. I'll be looking like, how do people be getting these Charleston White interviews? How do they get these interviews like monetized, man? Even if you go through the first little check, and he be talking so crazy. I be like, how do they still have channels interviewing him just with the wild stuff he be saying, man? Leave Buster learn about his verse. I'm looking at me now. All y'all got something y'all want me to leave somebody alone about. Y'all say leave McGrady alone, then y'all say leave Buster alone. Every time I get it, then I gotta go it, then I gotta show it. But then nobody ever do it. Ooh, do you really want to know what's next? Ooh, away, get away, get away, get away, get away. Oh, you can say the N word all day long. Now. You can say that all day and night. I don't even get Buster verse on don't you with shit. I don't even know how his verse go on there. Every time I hear "Don't You," I think about Respucia on Norbit for some reason. Hey, Buster a legend. I just do not like that verse. I like his verse on "Hurt" with Tip and Alpha Mega. I like his verse on "Hurt" way better. Way better. He's a legend. So I ain't even trying to take that away from him. But you know, y'all know what I'm talking about though. That verse is very overrated. Cause remember it became a thing if you knew that whole verse. It was like legendary. When again, you gonna tell Tracy McGrady. Tracy McGrady gonna try to talk about me too. He gonna try to get down over. Then I'm gonna have to tell Mac. I'm gonna have to say some crazy stuff to Mac. I don't even want to say. I don't even want to say it. Hey, look, if OKC win, hold on. Said Eddie Murphy should have been in jail. Should have been jailed after Norbit, and I love. Hey, Norbit is like a cult classic though. So many people in the hood love that movie. I know so many people who quote that movie front to back. My son, mama, she loved that movie. She quote that front to back. I'm adding Eddie for Bowfinger and Holy Man. I ain't never seen Holy Man. He said, "Look at me now." Overall, hey, I do not like "Look at Me Now." You're right. Overall, that whole song terrible. Remember Chris Brown? Speaking of on mic, you should say hi to it on my dick. Hi to it. I would. Let me say this. Yes, SL. Chris Brown. I'm gonna make a video about Chris Brown rapping. His ass not good. His ass not good at rapping. Everybody be trying to make it seem like he can rap because all girls. Chris do anything, girls gonna holler and scream. It don't matter what he do. But then the fellas start feeding into it too, man. Chris Cole, man, when you really think about it, Chris Cole, he better than some of these other dudes rapping. No, he not. Real rappers, no. Chris get on there, but he can go line for line with Travis Scott now. Hey, you know that's trash rap guy. Speaking of on my dick, say hi to it. You can say hi to it. Hey, boy, if you don't get that shit up out of here. Hey man, y'all gotta stop with that. I'm like, bro, y'all, man, we gotta cut it out, man. Boy, don't do traffic. Hey yo, hey SL man, I have never really been a big Travis Scott fan. My fraternity brother, my line brothers love him. Every brother that's into fashion love Travis Scott. Y'all know I ain't lying. Every black brother into fashion love Travis Scott, right? I remember he had this song called "I Get Those Goosebumps Every Time." Yeah. You then all the news be strolling off of that mug. We used to always be strolling off that mug. We be in there shimmying off of that mug. I get those goosebumps every time. Hey, my LB and them love his music. My LB is into fashion heavily though. So, Travis Scott always be having them bundles with his music or his concert tickets. You get a what's that little Thrasher hoodie. Remember that was popping in the hood. You know what I'm saying? He said Breezy get that rap back. Man, I remember my homie that was like, "Man, Malcolm, you gotta hear Chris Brown rapping his diss to Quavo." I did not want to hear his diss to Quavo because first of all, I knew what the diss was about. He dissing Craig Quavo because real talk, him and Quavo had a beef initially because Quavo, I guess, was trying to kick it to Carucci and he was mad about it. I don't know if Quavo and Chris were cool, but y'all know Chris was getting into it with anybody who dated Carucci. If y'all dated Carucci, Chris Brown would have whooped y'all ass. So, but I'll admit, I've seen some Travis older 2013 stuff like before Rodeo and his Double XL joint that wasn't bad. Now look, I don't think it's terrible. I just never gravitated to it like that. And I don't know. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the auto tune. Y'all know it's certain people I like auto tune from, and certain people I don't like auto tune from. Like Again, I remember in Chicago when Dirk first started getting popular. Dirk was the first one using auto tune in Chicago real heavily, and it was some people that didn't like it. I liked when he would use it though. I don't like Tory Lane's usage of auto tune and stuff. I don't really like it. I never really liked Travis. I never liked Tory Lane's music outside of Say It. I never liked his music for real. I mean, I know that sounds crazy. I never liked Tory Lane's music. Um, yeah, I never really Travis Scott. I mean, he got some songs I like. I like the Sicko Mode was fire. I liked what's that song? He be like kicking the cameraman off of my stages because I don't like how he taking my angles. I never liked Tory Lane's music, y'all. I don't all that auto tune. It be so overused to me, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. Sonically, is not pleasing to my ears the way he uses auto tune. All I wanted was a new Mercedes. What's that song when he was on with Meek Mill? All I wanted was a new Mercedes. Whatever song that was. Now I liked Antidote. I do like that song. I like that song. Kicking the cameraman over my stage because I like that little part when he said it. I like that. That was my part of SL. That was my shit right there. You said Drake makes Super Sicko Mode what it is. Travis Super I like both of them parts. Drake, I like the Sicko Mode song. I like Goosebumps because we strolled off Goosebumps so much. Yeah. What else? It's certain people, but y'all know certain people I don't really like though. That some other people like. I feel like we can have a lot of conversations, man. I'm probably gonna have to go live again later on today before I have to, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. But I like future music, right? I like majority of it. I liked a lot of his stuff. Um, I'm gonna be real with y'all, man. Certain things it sound crazy. Certain stuff I don't like. Certain things I like, but I get it though. I get why he probably wouldn't like Future though. But I like it though. I remember when Antidote came out and he got accused of copying Ray Sherman because he started doing the high pitched thing Sway Lee was doing. Yeah. Yeah, I'm still on that overnight shift, third shift, baby. Oh, that Sway Lee. I like the little one. I like when Sway Lee used to do that little high pitch. What's that? When he did that Black Beatles. Small world, all the friends know me, know me, know me. Sway Lee used to be doing that. Know me. That girl is a real crowd pleaser. Small world, all her friends know me, know me. I'm bull living like an old geezer. Release the cash, watch it fall slowly, slowly. That was my little. I used to like when. Shout out to Mississippi. Them boys from Tupelo, man. Shout out to Tupelo, Mississippi. He said it don't move me. You're not a Herb fan. I get it though. Older Herb be rapping off beat. Younger Herb when he was Lil Herb. What's the one? Welcome to Phaso Land. He was rapping on beat on that. Yeah, Ray Sherman was catchy, man. Super catchy. They had a lot of joints I used to like. No, hey, look, I used to hate No Flex Zone until I saw them boys perform that song, and I saw how much stage presence, how much energy. I saw how like their stage presence was phenomenal when they performed that. Because I didn't like the song at first, right? I'm like, man, I don't like this so SoundCloud sounding song. They know better. Then I seen them perform this. I'm like, oh, hold on, man, hold on. He say 027. Hey, you probably got an old soul, man. Like I got an old soul too. So like there are certain things that y'all know I do not like 6 foot, 7 foot. That Lil Wayne. Hated that song. But there were people my age that like that song a lot. I'm 32. People my age love that song. Love that song. So it just all depends on what you like. I think around the time when 6 foot, 7 foot came out, I started expecting Wayne to be more show more maturation in his music. He said Mill's a Weezy hater. Early Lil Wayne was nice. I think the more, I mean, y'all know I think he's a raccoon, but even outside of that, I, as I got older, I wanted more mature sounding things from certain artists. You feel me? Wayne music is not mature at all. When he 40, it's just not. It's still not mature. It just be saying a lot of. It's just a lot of punchlines and stuff. You know what I mean? It's just he's there's a lot of punchlines, man. I don't. And then some of the punchlines don't really even be that good for real. Just a whole bunch of metaphors and punchlines at 40 years old, still not saying that. And to me, I don't. That doesn't move me. Yes, Cole uses punchlines, but he talks about things. He got messages and substance to his music. Cole got way more substance than Wayne ever had, for real. 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot. Man, I hate Wayne fans going to fight me. Man, I turn every time that song used to come on. Man, turn that off. Yeah, still, I suck a pussy, fuck a pussy, leave it there. He's still talking like that. And for like, man, that's still, oh, I eat that. What do you say? I love that patty pie. I eat that patty pie. Still doing that. At 40, man, bro, what? If you don't get on here and give us some real mature sounding bars, man, so I'm not a Common fan. I get it. I mean, Common not for everybody. I like Common a lot though, but I mean, it's not for everybody though. He said Willow Wayne was never a great artist. I'll say this, man. The most substance I've seen from Wayne was earlier in his career. I like the Carter one. I like the Carter two. Got Money might be his most mature song. They go 1,000 like whoosh. That's Mac Main. They go 1,000 like whoosh. Hey, Wayne said I can rhyme, don't rhyme, and it's gonna rhyme. Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yes, Lord. What Kevin gave me, yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Lil Wayne said, boy, I let you piss me off, I'll pee on my. What? Wait a minute. Wait, what song he said that on now? What did he say? I remember Wayne say, I can say don't rhyme and it's gonna rhyme. Hey man, hey, what? Flag on the play, goddammit. What? Flag on the play. Yeah, commercially, Wayne had a lot of success. I don't think Carter 3 is better than Carter 2 for real. But that was the pinnacle of his mainstream success. You know, technically that is a rhyme, yes, but it's just not. It's not. It's not nothing to wow to be wild about. You know what I'm saying? Um, I used to like that song he had called Demolition. What's that joint? Like Eli, I'm from New Orleans. I'm a giant in this. Move the G and add an S and put the I before the N. Put an A in front of that. That's what I am to the end. That's a saint, motherfucker. Simplify it for them. That was cool. That little whole little whatever. I like that. I like that. When Wayne had that joint, Wayne say, when the jungle was open, I rode in with the riders, stole food from the bears and brought it back to the lions. Whole court with the eights. I'm a gorilla, but got the eye of the tiger, the heart of a fighter. Yeah, start them ignite them. I walk through fire. Watch the flame start multiplying. Woo! That was that Wayne. Yeah, yeah. I'm with all that. I'm with all that. I'm with all of that. Carter 3 aged terribly. I listened to it 2 weeks ago. It's not as good as I remember. Yeah, man. I just want to see how Drake gonna come back. He got to come back rapping, man. I think he got to come back rapping. He got to come back talking some talk. He got to rap like them little timestamp records. What's that, 4 p.m. in Calabasas? I like that joint. That's one of my, I love that joint. He was rapping on there. Like, this can't be, oh man, look, I said Birdman Jr. Come on. Murder capital, only key to survive is kill. If the elements don't murder you, the riders will for real. And brothers know I go hard to the fullest, get involved, and I got y'all playing dodgeball with bullets. Yeah, I got the sawed off fully in the Sean John hoodie. Get F you play pussy. That's my joint. And if the red dot spot him, then the hollow head got him, knock his top to his bottom jack. He said we grind from the bottom just to make it at the bottom, from the bottom at the very bottom of the map. Louisiana, piranhas everywhere you at. You gotta wear extra condom and an extra gat. Your chick can get it for acting like a man, and brothers in Pakistan. Come on, man. What? That was fire. It's over for Aubrey. Hey, man. Then we did it till you done it like in 5 states. Weezy hustle, no blubber. I put on weight. And in the drought, I go on a diet and stretch more, lose all that weight, leave a player with stretch marks. They don't even come up to a player chest, pause up. Man, what the F they play that in the club for? Real shit, I'm ducking bonds from a drug war. No religion, but the cops sweated I'm a drug lord. Father, forgive them for they know not who they pushing, Lord. Father, forgive me if I have to send them to you, Lord. I'm just trying to dodge the shots they send to the God. They riding up Highway to Heaven Boulevard. Come on, man. What happened to that Wayne? That was 2004 Wayne. And now he be on there talking about he love that penny pie. And he, peanut to an elephant, elephant to a peanut. The peanuts gonna make me nuts. All right, boy. That Birdman Jr., that's probably Wayne's best song to me. Best rapper alive or a Birdman Jr., Wayne best joint. Birdman Jr., I love that bird. That shit hell hard. Oh God, Drake Smoke, Pusha T went in. Now, look, Duppy freestyle was fight. It was. It was. But the story of Adidon, at first, I was like, it's cool. Then I heard it again. Hey, no, man, Pusha was talking to his soul on there, though. I ain't gonna hold you. Then he started talking about 40 when he said 40 was sick, sick, sick. Oh, man, what? He said, can I join your panel? Yes, Universe Galaxy, of course. Next time I'm gonna bring everybody on stage. Next time I'm on, bro. I'm finna get off this thing for real. Happy Juneteenth. Yes, happy Juneteenth for sure. That story of Adidon, I was like, hold on now. Cause he used the what's that beat from Jigga? But yes, Universe Galaxy. Yes, I'm gonna bring you on next time. Yes. I'm about to get off, but I'm gonna bring you on next time so everybody can talk. Yes. This is a conversation where talking needs to be done. You said Drake should have stayed a ladies' man and not the tough guy ish. Yeah, the ladies' man, that route worked for him well. Story of OJ, yes. Yes. Pusha T talking about 40 was sick, sick, sick. My OVO 40 hunched over. That was terrible. Oh, that was terrible. All love, Universe Galaxy. That was terrible. Now we got to fight Pusha T. How dare you talk about 40, Noah Shabib like how dare you talk about Noah Shabib like that? Leave Noah Shabib, aka 40, alone. About LeBron fans, Swifty fans, and Beehive all together are worse than Jordan fans. It's all in the same boat, Calvin. Don't make me say it like one man on Django. Calvin! Yeah, man. But look, y'all, I'm finna get off this thing, man. I'll holler at y'all a little later, man. I'm finna get off this thing. Finna get in the shower, clean up the crib and whatnot. So I'm gonna holler at y'all. I appreciate y'all getting on. I appreciate everybody that donated to the channel. I appreciate everybody that watched. My boy Black Mall. Shout out for the I appreciate the donations, brother. It mean a lot to me, man. Zero came through the Cash App, donated. A few of y'all donated, man. I'm forgive me for not remembering names. Zoe Dangerous donated. Man, I appreciate all of y'all, man. It showed love to me, man. And mean a whole lot, my guy. Uh and man, I'm gonna holler at y'all in a minute, man. I might get on here again for the night is up, so we shall see. But I talk to y'all. Happy Juneteenth to y'all too. Peace.